For life.
Yeah, Bullet Cast. What's going on? Stacy. This elite podcast in here. Ain't nobody better. Look. Yeah. Listen to us every time we live in the side. When you turn it on, it's just defining the mind. If you feel it, our opinions is great. When everything we moving now with the state, turn us on. If the feeling is right, every opinion now comes from the heart. No time we move with a part. We on the radio, it's wrestling. Times are crashing. Here is the feeling in the prove. Get the lesson. And if you want to prove it to you now, here's the feeling in the time and everything that we did. Listen to the senators connecting it. Moving on everything that's pronouncing it. Everything we did in the time now with the testament. Here is the feeling when we live on the stage. And everything we do, turning the page.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? You know the name, you know the voice, you know exactly why I'm here. If I sound a little different, that's because I'm on the East Coast. You know, the West Coast, we have better audio. Absolutely, 100%. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here for GSW Global Festival. I'm going to get into all that, but I got to introduce the partners in crime. My tag team partner, the Canadian Destroyer, Brandon. And, of course, we got the third man. He's not our Hogan, thank God. But he is the current reigning defending Bullet Cat champion, Mr. Brian Tronic Chronic is in the building. What's going on, boys? How y'all living?
What's that, dude?
I'm feeling good.
Hey, man. It's SummerSlam week, bro. It's SummerSlam week. We got to clap it up.
It's second week of Rampage week. That's what week it is.
Oh, okay.
That's what we're all waiting for.
It's Revolution Week.
Festival week, man.
It's a new it's a new Revolution Week.
Absolutely. I was actually in Brandon's favorite place in the world yesterday.
Canada?
You know what that is? Yes.
They allowed us dirty Americans in Canada?
Well, I mean, I'm their favorite honorary son, and they didn't even know I was there. That's a shame. So, quick story, my second flight, well, the first flight had hella turbulence, so the second one, to avoid the storm, we had to fly through Chicago, and we had to go up to Canada and around to avoid the storm. So, yeah, I was there. They didn't even know. It's a tragedy.
Damn.
It's a tragedy.
Luckily, I've never had to go over Canada.
Canada's great.
Luckily.
You know? I mean, one of these days, you know, we're gonna go to Canada, and you're gonna see how beautiful it is.
I'm gonna just freeze to death.
It's not that bad.
Way too cold. Once it gets below 50 degrees, I mean that's too cold for your boy. I know I sound like a prissy little Bay Area boy, but you know, I'm keeping it real.
I need some Canadian bacon.
You need some ham?
I need some of that Canadian bacon.
Brandon, I mean, come on, man. The AC at my house is on 44 degrees all the time. I'm cold-blooded.
That's not good.
I'm like Omarion.
That's not good for your electricity,
like Omarion,
Phillip.
You know? I'm like Omarion. I got an icebox where my heart used to be. You feel me? Let's get into all the talks. I was at West Coast Pro last Friday night. Saw Jacob Fatu and Daniel Garcia tear it up. Saw Alexander Hammerstone go up against Starboy Charlie. Saw just a lot of good wrestling, man. Shout out to the homies Alpha Zoe and Levi Shapiro. They put on a clinic. The homie Big Juicy, Big Toko, he was doing the things. It was cool, man. Y'all should have been there, man. Y'all missed some action.
Missed out.
Brian, I know you're crying. I see it. See tears in your eye. No, but it's all right, man. I mean, September 10th, they got Calvin Tankman, Myron Reed, Trey Miguel. A lot of great talents coming on the 10th. So y'all got to go to that one. Do it for me.
My people will call your people.
Absolutely, 100%. I was getting to the SmackDown recap. So see, we Brian and I have been talking about this a lot. We've been waiting for Cena and Roman to engage in a war of words, and they did. They did. Roman said 20 years of missionary wasn't good enough for Nikki Bella. John told Roman that he almost ruined Rollins and ran Dean Ambrose out of the company. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, oh, damn. Brandon, did you feel the heat?
Oh, yes. So much fuego Fuego del Sol? No. But I mean, we did the preview last week where we talked about the last time they faced off, and they pretty much did the exact same thing. And when it comes to Roman, he's not going to get into the Cena Rock type of war of words. And so Cena was carrying the heavy load, one might say, even though, I'm not saying like Roman couldn't do it, but that's just not what his character is. And I mean, I know people are gonna, like the insider terms and all the different things being thrown around. I just don't see why that's like super productive. Like, why do you have to do all these like fancy insider terms and like say like, oh, you can't carry, you're not, drawing or, all that other stuff that I just don't think is like real productive. But I mean, I guess people liked it, even though I don't see the real point of it.
Brian, what about you?
You know how I feel. You know what I think. Love it. Love it.
I mean, hey man, he hit that Nikki Bella line. I was like, oh, okay. This is what I've been waiting for.
I thought it was perfect. The way it was set up. Cena talked too much. He talked too much. We don't want to hear that. You're saying the same things. You're saying the same thing that he's saying.
Hey, man, 1, 2, 3.
You know what? That was clever. I liked that. I liked that part. But he should have said that from the beginning. He said that at the end. We don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that because we know what's going to happen.
I think it was the nice cap off to the promo. We got into it was lighthearted. Then we got into the real stuff. And hey, no, I mean, come on, we got to think about probably the most key point of the promo. And this is where Cena's smart. He's on the internet. He knows what's up. He said, "I may even hop over the barricade, blow you a kiss, wave goodbye, and run off with the championship through the stands, like somebody did to him 10 years ago."
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about that certain somebody. I mean, come on, man. And then he posted a picture of him. Come on. What? It gets you thinking, man. Vince is crazy. What if Vince pulled that trigger? What if he pulled that trigger?
Did. So then, but then what's the point of doing that? Because people who know will know, and the other people might not exactly know. And also bringing up John Moxley or Dean Ambrose. Maybe they will think of Dean Ambrose. And I'm not saying there's 100,000, 500,000 people that are like this, but it's kind of unnecessary to where maybe there's some people out there like, oh, what did happen to Dean Ambrose? You look him up and it's like, oh, there's this AEW show, and they check it out, and you're just drawing eyes to the competition when you didn't really have to.
Vince McMahon is notorious for that. I think he's been doing it so long. You know what's funny though is these two were able to do what they did in that ring, and I didn't hear not one CM Punk chant, even with the mention of what happened at Money in the Bank 2011. Not one CM Punk chant. I believe Roman was able to take care of the what's. He was able to hold them off from getting too carried away with that. And this is what happens when you got two stars who are face-to-face, man-to-man, and able to control the crowd. This is what star power looks like. Congratulations, Vince. Congratulations, Vince.
We're going to hit this real quick. Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Apollo Crews. He's the new Intercontinental Champion. Quick thoughts. Brian, quick thoughts.
I love it. I'm glad. King Nakamura, new IC champ. Great.
Brandon, what are your thoughts?
For Apollo Crews, they gave him the big push out the gate of him being a king or whatever the hell he's supposed to be. And then now he did like something with Big E, and that's pretty much it.
He lost to the real king. King of Strong style.
Mm.
Baron Corbin, he stole the Money in the Bank briefcase also.
I don't think legally he is able to cash in, but I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know.
Legally, you can't sign contracts that your name isn't on, but hey, here we are.
Yeah, I was gonna say, according to Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce's rules, he might be our next WWE or Universal Champion.
That's a possibility.
Cena's gonna win, and then Baron's gonna cash in for their revenge all those years ago.
Oh, I would love it. I'd love it. Love it. Oh man. WWE and Spotify just signed a multi-year deal to produce a lot of content. They got 3 new podcasts apparently coming out of the gate. WWE making big moves, man.
Including the Bulletcast. We're joining. We're going corporate.
We're going corporate. Hey, I know certain people won't be on the show ever again. I'll never listen to us again. Brandon, would you go corporate though?
I mean, as much as I talk crap about WWE and say, you know, everyone
you can never say a no.
I mean, as long as everyone's
negative word about them,
you know, if they want to pay me enough, I'll be a good little puppet. I will say all the WWE superstars and WWE Universe and all that other stuff.
You can only watch WWE product.
Hey, it's okay. They're putting so much, since you've already said a naughty word. They just put so much stuff on the cock recently that, you know, I think I could suffice.
Brian, what are your thoughts, man? What you thinking?
Big money moves, man. I love it. You know, throw me a bag.
Throw me a bag. Let me get that guapa.
Throw me a bag, you know?
Shoot. Oh, man. CM Punk has an interesting Instagram story, 5/11/21. Now, people were like, but May's already passed. It can't be that. Some people were like, oh, it could be November 5th of 2021. But we are. These are the summers of Punk. 2005 Ring of Honor. 2011 in WWE. Now possibly 2021 in AEW. Not to mention his episode of Heels debuts this coming weekend. What have you guys thought about Heels real quick? Have you seen it?
I did. I enjoyed it.
Oh, okay.
Still on the DVR.
Compelling. I haven't finished the first episode, but it's already compelling, not just because it's a wrestling show. But like, I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen with these characters? You know, I'm invested. But yeah, Punk playing with the emotions.
Wow.
He knows exactly what he's doing. Like he's Wendy Peppercorn.
Okay. Nice little Sandlot reference. Brian,
look, I think get it over with. I'm honestly ready to see him. I'm ready to hear what he got to say. He said a lot during this time off of how much he did not like wrestling and hated it. I think people are forgetting that. This man said he did not watch wrestling. He did not care about it. So why come back now?
Because Vince McMahon drained the
heals
love
all
out
wounds,
of him.
man.
Time heals all wounds. That is correct. But I think that would only apply to if he were to go back to WWE. I mean, wrestling didn't hurt him. It was the WWE that hurt him.
But it's a wrestling company.
No, it's a sports entertainment company.
Oh, okay. That is also true.
What does the second W in WWE stand for?
Wrestling.
Yeah.
It's not World Wrestling Entertainment anymore. It's just WWE. It doesn't even mean anything. It's just WWE now.
Look, it's all sports entertainment. Whether you want to believe it or not, it's all sports entertainment.
Entertainment.
I mean,
it isn't all sports entertainment. And then, like, what is sports entertainment? Is that like a halftime show, like the dancing dogs at the Warrior games?
Sports entertainment involves a ring and unbelievable feats of athleticism.
Yeah, wrestling's a sport. And it's very entertaining.
MLB doesn't have it. The NBA doesn't have it. UFC, I mean, somebody may do like a little assisted, jump off a cage or something for a Superman punch. That's about it. You know what I mean? But I mean, you heard with Renee Paquette. He said, "Hey man, just a lot of money, and maybe AEW because there's an opportunity to work with people I've never worked with over there." So here we are. It's going to be very interesting. Like, what if he doesn't show up tomorrow? People are going to be pissed.
Like, what if he doesn't show up? What if it's just a video package and he's not actually physically there? You think fans will be satisfied with?
They want to see him. They want you see. This is why WWE messed up with the backstage thing. like that Survivor Series when they announced it, like he was in it was in Chicago. They could have got the first pop if Renee and Booker had been like, "Here's our special guest host," and then he walks out. Come on, man.
Technically, that's a Fox thing, not a WWE thing.
Okay, they still could have done it.
I
don't think you
backstage.
Yeah, I don't know if he had to walk through the curtain one time. You know what I mean? SmackDown is at MSG on the 10th of September, and John Cena's. So people are saying, what if he does beat Roman and then drops the title on that MSG SmackDown?
Anything's possible.
Okay. Tronic, what you got?
Well, it seems very possible now, considering the speculation of WWE giving Cena his 17th World Championship, just despite the Nature Boy.
We all know what the real record is. Once John hits like 20, then I'll be upset because if he hits that 21, I might have a fit. Okay.
I think I wouldn't like it. I hope they don't do that. The tribal chief.
Hope they don't either. No. Absolutely not. Friend of the show, the outlandish one, Zicky Dice. He has just signed with Impact Wrestling, signed a multi-year deal. I'm happy for him, man. I'm extremely happy for Zicky. It's like we've interviewed like people who have had championships like on the indie level, but to have Zicky Dice while he was the MLW, or not the MLW, but the NWA TV champion, that was cool. That was really cool.
Ted DiBiase back on NXT television, so we still got the golden touch.
We still do, man.
I don't care if he outright, teased that he's coming back, but we're the reason why he came back.
Absolutely, man. I'm gonna interview some people out here. Well, let's see what happens.
Dave Dutra won the UGWA championship, right? So I'm just.
Y'all should have been there. That was cool. That was dope. How proud I am of him. But yeah, man, he's just a super cool dude. Tronic, man, that's somebody you might want to get on within the.
You said what? Say it again.
You might want to get Zicky Dice on within the ropes. That energy it's crazy.
Okay.
It could be a nice. They do some kooky stuff here and getting there.
I like the kooky stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely. Aaliyah, she's been in. Is she still with the company, or did she get released?
She's still there.
Okay. Right.
Mm-hmm.
They got rid of Bobby Fish, but not her. Okay. All right.
Hey, big fan of Aaliyah over here. Don't hate on Aaliyah.
Yes.
Except for apparently she's been canceled.
Yes, she has been canceled. Some tweets have come out of her saying the N-word and using that R. She said, "Our black like this, our black men like this, blah 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 blah." Look, y'all, people should be smartened up.
Smartened up.
Just because you tweeted the stuff 8 years ago, don't think it won't come back in the booty. Don't think like that.
Get it together.
I'm sure. Like when this podcast blows up, something I've tweeted back in the day is gonna come back and get me. But I don't tweet nothing crazy like this.
No. Mm-mm.
No.
We don't do that over her.
It's a shame. She was starting to get a little heat with the Robert Stone brand, but that fell apart.
I think that I thought she was going to the main roster.
For part of WWE?
Huh?
To be a part of WWE India?
She's been doing like main event and dark matches and all that. So I figure, okay. And then when she left and they added what's her name? Frankie Monet into the Robert Stone equation. I was like, all right, Aaliyah's out the door. She's gonna go to SmackDown or something, and we ain't seen her yet.
We don't know where she's going. Man, she like give it. I give it 8 months. She's gonna beat either Britt Baker or Thunder Rosa for the AEW. Yeah,
exactly. I know exactly what you just said, Phillip. You didn't definitely just cut out right there.
No, I did. No, I didn't.
Of course not.
I said no.
Spectacular Wi-Fi.
I'll repeat it. She gonna take that title off of Britt or Thunder Rosa in 8 months over in AEW.
No,
yes, sir.
Ty Conti all day.
I mean, you made a prediction that No Way Jose would take Japan by storm.
The pandemic has just really thrown everything for a loop. Okay.
Oh,
he showed up on Impact. That's the first step through the forbidden door. And then No Way Jose 2022 G1 champion.
I'm tired of the forbidden door. The forbidden door is officially opened when we see Vince McMahon walk through it. Okay. Yeah.
Hey,
you know what?
I agree with that.
The forbidden door is very selective.
It is.
Yeah.
Very one-sided as of right now.
It's very prejudiced, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I said it. Let all you little internet marks come for me. I'm right here.
Yeah.
I'm right here in Colts Neck, New Jersey. Come at me.
We ain't scared.
You know what? I'm not scared because I hail from where? Brian, where does the new nation hail from?
From the Queen City.
Yes, sir. We're gonna
you like that, Brandon?
Topics.
Brandon, you like that?
Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
She's a part of the nation. That's all. You can be our Owen Hart.
Oh yes.
Enough is enough, and it's time for a change.
You know what? He is not a Nugget. He has a black heart. God damn it. The Roads to the Top series. It's the reality show starring Cody and Brandy Rhodes on TNT on September 29th of this year. I'm excited. It should be some good stuff. Moving on from that, Nature Boy showed up at AAA. He showed up at TripleMania, accompanying Lo Sombra to the ring. The match wasn't all that great. How do you not have a good to great match with Andrade? What's wrong with your boy, Brandon?
I don't know. I'll be honest. I haven't seen the match. I just saw the clips floating around of Andrade and Ric Flair chopping the hell out of Kenny and then putting a figure four on Conan. But, Kenny may or may not be breaking down a little bit, to be honest. I'll say it.
Yeah.
But he did, have a little decent thing on Rampage, which we'll talk about.
Brian, you used to watch Nitro live back in the day, right?
I did.
If I were to tell you 24, 23 years later, while you're sitting there in like 97, 98, that Ric Flair and Conan would be getting physical in Mexico on a pay-per-view, you would have thought I was crazy.
I would have definitely thought you were crazy.
Given the fact that I was 2 or 3 years old and wouldn't know what the hell I was talking about. But yeah.
Listen, I was very surprised. Ric Flair has wasted no time since being granted his release from WWE. Conan, he been feeling good lately, man. He been on AEW. He was with Kenny Omega ringside. According to Dave Meltzer, Kenny Omega was looking to have a great match, and Andrade was looking to have a good match.
Why do people really listen to this guy? I don't understand. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. I'm tired of it. I'm really tired of it.
Put the kibosh on Kenny losing to Andrade. I don't know if that put a little boo-boo face on him or not, but that doesn't sound compelling, especially because I'm really looking forward to that Pac Andrade match.
And then he backpedaled. Wow. He then backpedaled and said that it was AAA who made the decision to have Kenny retain the championship. So I'm like, which one is it, bro?
I thought it was Tony that made the decision.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Hey, did you see Andrade come for Nelson?
I did. I loved it. Yeah. Defend yourself, King. Defend your queen.
Shoot, Meltzer don't want none into Queen City. You know, we defend anybody associated with Charlotte Flair around these parts.
Stop playing, David.
Man. Speaking of Dave Flair, Big Dave, how it's done. Feel me?
Mm-hmm.
A battle of the Daves. I love it. Jake Atlas, he's making his independent return on the 26th of September. He will be at PWG. So congratulations to him. Going back to SoulCal where he really started popping off. I'm happy for him. Jerry the King Lawler defeated Enzo Amore in a casket match.
In the year of our Lord, 2021.
I don't know what's happening. I really don't. I love it, though.
The thing looks comfortable, too.
BJ, I guess, man. BJW's Summer Night Dream, 25 years ago today, it was the first Piranha death match in wrestling history. I don't even ask me to pronounce the guy's names that won because I'm not going to. SummerSlam 20 years ago today in San Jose. Booker T, he took an L to The Rock. You know, The Rock won the WCW title. SummerSlam 2012, Brock Lesnar defeats Triple H in a barn burner of a match. Impact on this day, 2017, Trevor Lee, a.k.a. Cameron Grimes, defeats Sanjay Dutt to become the X Division champion. SummerSlam 2018, the Tribal Chief defeated the Beast to become the Universal Champion for the first time. Raw on this day in 2019, Braun Strowman and Seth Rollins defeat Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows to become Raw Tag Team Champion. Happy birthday to Lillian Garcia. She's 55 years old. And the Beam is 26.
Happy birthday to Lillian. She's a lovely lady. And Velveteen Dream, I don't know what's going on with him.
He was booked for some indie shows and then he got unbooked.
They said,
oh, Jesus.
Do we see
you guys hear that?
Patrick? I didn't hear a damn thing. Something happened. Okay, we're going off the rails. Phillip's Wi-Fi is going to hell. We can't see his video anymore. We're just a lovely picture of him in an Undisputed Era shirt. R.I.P. Undisputed Era.
R.I.P. man.
Jesus was all that. Oh my God. Hello.
Oh, there he is. He's back.
Okay, we're all still here.
Yes, sir.
I'm here. Jesus Christ. You know, we'll skip the fan now. Jesus Christ. This has been a great episode. This has been awesome. I love it. Oh God. Rampage happened. Christian Cage became the Impact World Champion for the third time in his career. Yeah, look for the peeps. That's right. Look for them, man.
Yes, sir.
I love Christian, man. He's so good.
It just don't feel it didn't feel right to me without that. Yo, if you close your eyes, you man.
Exactly.
Didn't feel right.
Exactly.
Didn't feel right.
It didn't, but I mean, it's probably because it was so long ago with the TNA theme. Or you know what they need to do? Because the song they use is an Evanescence song. Maybe they just need to get the rights to the words also. You think that would help?
That probably.
I think it's called My Last Breath or Take Me Back, something like that. I forget the Evanescence, but yeah, maybe that would help. Brandon, what are your thoughts on Christian Cage being? Let's think about it. He shows up in the Rumble, has heart to heart with Edge, a nice feel good moment. And then you fast forward all these months later, he's beating Kenny Omega, who hasn't been pinned in like 2 years, to become Impact Champion. Brandon, it's crazy.
It is crazy. I mean, I'm not the biggest component of this Kenny Christian storyline, but we'll talk about it a little more in Dynamite. And the match itself, I mean, I thought it was fantastic. If we're going to because Christian and Kenny kind of have two contrasting styles. This was definitely more of like a Christian type of match, but it still worked. The crowd in Pittsburgh was just absolutely hot for everything. And I think that definitely made the match better. I do find it kind of ironic that they plug Rampage of just just straight wrestling and no nonsense. But in the first match, we get a distraction finish, which, if you listen, especially on Curveballs and Chair Shots, I hate the distraction finish.
AEW does a lot of that, man.
It's hate to see it, but I mean, the match itself was fantastic, and they booed the same crowd pretty much booed Christian CM Punk chants last week, and then now just completely over cheering the hell out of him for the Rampage show. So,
because he's a legend. He's great.
I will say I'm not. I still like don't kind of want to see that match like the main event of All Out, but they have like kind of turned me around a little bit, and I think they've done a much better job than what I expected them with Christian and Kenny.
It should be because like I mean we've had some time. Like Brian, how do you think Christian's done since his full in-ring return?
I think he's done a great job in proving that he could still wrestle. Proving that maybe WWE didn't have anything to worry about after all. I think he's done well.
Brandon.
Well, I mean, I never had like the biggest of expectations for him. So having a match like this, I think I would say it exceeded my expectations. But he's also in there with Kenny Omega, who may or may not be the best in the world. Maybe there's someone who will claim that he's the best in the world on Friday. We shall see. But I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Christian. Like, I don't love him or hate him really. So when he came in, I thought it was just a disappointment because they were kind of hyping him up a lot. And then the matches, I mean, his matches have been like adequate. Like they've been just kind of like Christian matches. But then this last one with Kenny kind of took it to that next level. And I don't think he can keep it up unless he's like wrestling Kenny or wrestling like top guys in main events. So it's just kind of, this is probably on the highest of ends.
He's a top level guy, man. Why do you keep downplaying Christian?
Well, I think I have higher expectations of what a top level guy is. And I just don't. Christian, it's a
world championships.
It's a negative term now, but I think Christian is a B+ player.
Are you kidding me? Do you know how many? How dare you? How dare you? Go listen to all the interviews that guys give about Christian. They say when you're in there with him, it's like a night off because he does all the thinking for you. And the matches go to be 3.5 to 5 stars. Come on. What
would be Christian's greatest singles match?
I got Over the Limit 2011 with Randy Orton. That whole series was great. That whole series was good. That Over the Limit match
was that a normal match that they had?
It was regular for the world championship.
Yeah.
At the Capital Punishment, they upped the ante. Money in the Bank, it was a DQ finish. I wasn't a fan, but yeah, man. I mean, those matches with Randy, those were excellent. And you can. I mean, we could have a whole Christian podcast. I can go down the rabbit hole of all the stuff that he's done. He helped legitimize TNA in those early years when he switched over.
Chris Jericho, even WrestleMania 20.
Jericho said that's one of his favorite WWE matches.
Yeah, that was a good match.
I think it's like this top 3. Yeah, I mean, come on, man, how you gonna downplay Christian?
I will say Christian in WWE as a singles guy probably was underutilized, and I think in AEW right now he's being used to where I think he should have been during his prime. Maybe cup of coffee in the main event. Occasionally in that top tier mix, but kind of, upper mid card type of level. But then you got to take into account we're living in 2021. It's not 2001. And Christian has all this baggage now. I think that's just kind of what makes a difference.
Britt Baker retained the AEW Women's Championship against Red Velvet. This was good. This is good stuff.
In Britsburg,
yeah. I mean, I said this to Brian and Huey. I kind of felt like after the Impact Championship match, it kind of turned into Diet Dynamite.
Yeah.
Brandon, would you agree?
You say Diet Dynamite?
Diet Dynamite. The setup was the same. There was nothing really different except a couple colors.
Yeah, I mean, I got to agree that like Rampage was just kind of a third hour of Dynamite, and I don't have an issue with it. And also they're using these Rampage tapings as kind of like the AEW Dark tapings. So, I mean, yeah, as much as I would like it to be like completely different and have a different stage setup, yada, yada, yada. I mean, just having another hour of good to great wrestling, I'm not going to complain too much.
Yeah. We're going to try to speed through this stuff. Miro retains the TNT Championship, and then Fuego del Sol gets a contract with AEW. Congratulations. Let's go over to Dynamite. This really didn't live up to the expectations. I thought they should have done something cool at All Out, but the fifth labor of Jericho, MJF beats Chris with the Salt of the Earth. Chris taps out. I was underwhelmed. Very underwhelmed.
Yeah, for me, it was like, and then, you know what's crazy? At some point during the match, I felt like I was like, damn, Jericho's having a really good match right now. But I don't know, man. I think the camera and the camera part with the, flipping off the crowd and doing all that, I thought that was corny. Jericho's done that since being in AEW already, so that didn't really do anything for me. I think the fact that Jericho was able to hit him with the bat with the referee's back turned, but then didn't hit the Judas effect, even still with the referee's back turned. Like, why wouldn't you just hit it? The referee can't even see it.
Because he's a man of integrity, despite using a bat 5 seconds earlier.
Yeah, that's true. Chris, he does have some integral. All Canadians, we all do. We have some integrity. Even
We
when
all
do dastardly things. You didn't know I'm an honorary.
No,
Canadian,
I know.
Okay. I was like, I've been this for like 2 years now.
I love it.
Thank you. But yeah, I wasn't a fan of this ending. I'm just like, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they put like a lot of emphasis more kind of on the entrance, which is definitely cool. The spectacle of the fans singing Jericho down to the ring. It all looked cool, but then you got to think when it comes down to the match, Jericho isn't exactly what he used to be. MJF is going to be the guy who is going to be quote unquote carried to, I think, a better match. And Jericho's just not the guy to do that. But I did think it kind of turned up later, like in the second half, the heat definitely get turned up, and this might be like a passing of the torch moment. And I think MJF is, even though he is like a main eventer and he's getting a lot of television time, I think he kind of gets lost in the shuffle in terms of like, he's, I think, the best heel in the company or in the industry right now. And yet he just doesn't get talked about too much. And so I don't know what this means for MJF going forward. I would assume like the feud is like kind of over, but then we're 2-3 weeks away from All Out. I can't imagine both of these guys not being on the show. So we're gonna have to wait and see exactly what happens. But Jericho tapping out to MJF, I think, even though the match not have been the best, it's still a big deal.
It's true. The Bucks retained against the Jurassic Express. They had me believe for a second. They did.
Yeah, me too.
But all in all, Matt and Nick, they keep proving themselves, man.
Fantastic match. I mean, maybe a little bit too much in terms of like the kicking out of big spots and stuff. And I will say the Sammy Guevara, Sean Spears match that happened before this probably shouldn't have been like as crazy as it should have been, especially with this match following it. But the tag team match itself, I really enjoyed it. And then the ending, heavy beatdown angle on everybody involved, including Christian. And I don't know what they're doing here, but I think for people like me, who's kind of looking for them to like get an out of the Christian Kenny match, like I know we're still 3 weeks away, but are they like pivoting with this, or is this just kind of a way to build more heat on the feud? I'm still not 100% sure that I assume I'm not going to believe we're getting Kenny and Christian at All Out until I see a graphic, and I haven't seen a graphic yet.
I definitely think it's to build more heat. I definitely think they're going with Kenny and Christian.
Did you check Magnet shirt?
I did see that shirt.
The first thing that comes up on Instagram when you type up Chick Magnet shirt, so we know exactly where Kenny got it from.
Sting has his first match on TNT. God knows how long, going up and teams with Darby Allin, and they defeat 2.0.
Boy, they put a rocket on 2.0, man.
Yeah, I mean, selling spot, come on, man, doesn't work.
I mean, yeah, putting them in a match with Sting first time in 20 plus years, having them do a power bomb through a table, kind of the move that almost ended Sting's career in terms of the buckle bomb with Seth Rollins a few years back. So that just kind of shows the faith that Sting has in, I think, just in the entirety of the AEW roster, because he's kind of taken power bombs and stuff like that before. So I thought the match was great. It was, the crowd was on fire for the entirety of the show pretty much. And we don't have this on the script, but I just wanted to ask about like the end, not the ending, but the end to the show where Jon Moxley cuts a backstage promo, kind of hyping up Rampage, but he does another one of those promos where he just is slinging arrows at everybody. And I think Moxley kind of, as he said in the promo, has gotten lost in the shuffle a little bit. He is supposed to be in the main event of Rampage. We're expecting CM Punk either come at the very beginning or at the very end. Like, I think a lot of us are kind of thinking maybe it's Darby and CM Punk, but do we get CM Punk and Moxley because those are two guys who work together? They could have a really good match at All Out. I don't know.
And they have history dating back to when Moxley was in FCW, when Punk was WWE champion. They had a couple matches. So that would be interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
And Moxley's he's looking a little bigger.
He is. I call it dad bod.
Not even like in the arms, bro. He's been pumping the weights, man.
Yeah, that's all he can do, really.
Hey,
he ain't sleeping.
Punk better be careful. He got that dad strength. When Brian's like, you got that dad. You got two of them. You got twice the dad strength. So like, hey, if we ever in public and somebody try to step to us, I'm gonna let you handle it.
Looking swole all up in the chest.
I don't know. We'll see. But ladies and gentlemen, we gotta talk about SummerSlam. It is happening this weekend, Saturday.
We have to.
Brian will be there. Yeah, we do. The title's on the line, man. We got to. Brian will be there. Baby Huey, he's going to be there. I wish I could have been there, but I had other engagements. So, guys, let's get it going. First up, Alexa Bliss versus Eva Marie.
The greatest match on this card.
This is the most anticipated match.
Yes.
In a very long time.
This is storytelling.
Eva Marie's still undefeated, right?
Eva Marie's taking a hurricane rana from Lily. Watch out.
But she's still undefeated, right?
I'm pretty sure she's lost like a bunch of times since she's come back.
Really? Has she?
Mm-hmm.
Eva?
Yeah.
Has Eva taken the pin?
Has she taken the 1, 2, 3?
She did. I think she has.
You have to make me look it up on Cage Match now. Eva Marie record. I did this last week with Zelina Vega. I have to do this with Eva Marie. I'm really looking up barn burner of records right here.
I think she did when Dewdrop like hopped off the apron in one of their tag matches.
Oh, okay.
And I think she took the roll up when
Eva Marie has a 53% winning percentage in NXT.
Hey,
look at that winning record in NXT.
Eva Marie or Alexa Bliss, guys? Who do you have?
I'm going with Alexa Bliss.
Okay,
yeah, it's Alexa Bliss, and I'm scared to see exactly what they do with the puppet, or the doll. Yeah.
You gotta love the doll. All right, it is the United States Championship. Damian Priest looks to dethrone the Celtic Warrior Sheamus.
Damian Priest time. Win, right? Yes, he does. He has to.
I thought.
He ain't no spring chicken. He's getting up there in his like late 30s. So, I think it's time to push him. And I haven't been doing too much with Sheamus. So I think it's Damian Priest time.
Okay. And Brian picked Priest as well.
Yep. I'm going with old Damian.
The Usos defend the SmackDown Tag Team Championships against Dominic and Rey Mysterio. I'm going with the Usos. Maybe Dominic turns on his daddy.
You really think so?
Why not? Spice it up.
That's true.
I think the father-son thing's kind of run its course.
They have been dropping sort of like little hints of Rey trying to teach Dominic disagreeing with him. Ultimately, he listens to his dad, but they have been kind of dropping subtle hints here and there. I'm going to go with the Usos as well. We could see a blow up here, but maybe we get like more of a disagreement or something.
I just want Dominic to be like, "You're not my real dad." Like, have you guys seen that Vine? You're not my real dad.
Yeah.
Or you're not my dad.
You're not my
Just dropped one of those. I'm for
You
it.
know, I'm going with the Usos too. But it would all make sense for old Dominic to slap Ray in the face at SummerSlam. Huh?
At Summer, where it all got started
Yes.
for him. Brandon, did you pick the Sos? You going with the Sos?
I am going with the Sos as well.
Okay, we're agreeing. We're gonna have to mix this up here, guys. So the Rated R Superstar is going up against the Drip King, Edge versus Seth freaking Rollins. Rollins needs a win, but so does Edge. So I'm
going with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I'm going with Seth too. I'm thinking about it. I think Edge can, take some time off and come back at like TLC and be like, "Hey, why don't you wrestle me in the match I made famous?"
Well, I will take the opportunity to fade you guys. I think I was going to pick Edge regardless. He hasn't been getting, I don't remember the last time he's really gotten like a legit, big time win because he lost to Roman, lost in the triple threat match at WrestleMania. So, they're maybe kind of getting to Seth and Roman, but I think that's really farther down the line. I'm going to go with Edge.
Okay. All right. The Raw Women's Championship. Nikki ASH versus the Queen Charlotte Flair versus the Nightmare Rhea Ripley. Oh, God. I'll go Nikki Ash. Why not? Why not?
Y'all know who I'm going to pick. From
Queen
the
City.
Queen City.
All right. Are you going to be different and pick Rhea Ripley?
I am not. I do think it is
Okay.
between Charlotte or Nikki. I'm going to go with Nikki. I think they're having like a little bit of fun with the almost superhero thing. And I don't really have I think this match could have been this match could probably be pretty good and it would be a lot more better, if that's even a way to put words together, if they didn't wrestle each other 20 different times between the cash in until SummerSlam. That's literally all they've been doing is Nikki versus Charlotte, Nikki versus Rhea versus Charlotte, yada, yada, yada. And so now it's a triple threat match and now we're supposed to care about it.
True. That's true. All right. Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal. We got Drew. That's it. I don't see anything else. Brandon?
Bet the house. Drew's winning until Jinder wins. But
the house always wins. Remember that. You picking the modern day Maharaja? Huh?
Nah, I'm going to say Drew. I have to.
Okay.
I have to say Drew. It would be nice if Jinder won. It'd be surprising, but Drew needs this. He needs this because he needs this because after this, he going to go after that U.S. title.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. The Raw Tag Team Championships, AJ and Omos going up against Randy Orton and Matt Riddle. I won't say the tag team name. I can't accept it. But I will pick Riddle and Randy.
Bro.
No, absolutely. Get off my show. How dare you? I will pick Randy Orton and Matt Riddle. Jesus Christ.
I'm going to go with Styles and Omos.
Okay. Being different. I like that. I like different.
And then Riddle slaps Randy Orton. Randy Orton, you should have been smarter.
We know Riddle's stupid, but he's not that stupid. I would hope not. Jesus. Brandon?
I am flipping back and forth, but I'm going to go with RK Bro.
Okay.
I think obviously Omos isn't losing. AJ is probably going to take a dual RKO or something. And
Jesus.
Riddle and Orton for the dub. And now they're going to have to be together because they're champions.
Okay. All right. It is for the WWE Championship. The almighty WWE Champion Bobby Lashley is going up against Bill Goldberg, the WWE Hall of Famer. It's a clash of titans. We all know the almighty's walking out the champion of the world. Oh, come on.
Bobby Lashley got this one in the bag. Sorry, Goldberg. Sorry, Gage.
Over under 5 minutes.
Hey, his son got huge. Can we talk about that real quick? Like in like a 4-year span, that kid got gigantic. I wish I grew like that.
He's got the Goldberg genes.
He was a lot more enthused on Monday as well.
Okay, all right. You love to see it. You love to see it. We were scared that this match wouldn't happen because they were missing live events.
Officially, I'm going with Lashley. You didn't ask me, but I'm going with Lashley.
I already wrote it down.
Good.
We've been doing this for a long time.
Once you get the money from banking on Drew, then you double it and you put it on Lashley.
Absolutely. We thought this match wasn't going to happen, but it is official. For the SmackDown Women's Championship, the EST of WWE, Bianca Belair is going up against Sasha Banks in their WrestleMania rematch. Ah, man. How many titles? We have 2 title changes that we think are going to happen. Oh, no. Brian, who do you think?
I'm going to go with Bianca Belair.
All right.
She's got to prove that she could take down, that it's her time.
Okay.
The EST is here to stay.
You know what? Brandon, what about you?
So this one, I could go either which way. I was leaning towards Sasha. No real, kind of when it comes to WWE, I don't really have any reasons for why they switched their titles, but I'm going to go with Bianca. I kind of agree with Brian. Just, ride the wave, keep on trucking, let her keep on holding that title. Even though looking at the roster, I don't know exactly where else they go.
That's true. That's very true. I'll go Bianca as well. I don't know.
Screw it. Give me Sasha Banks then.
Oh, Sasha. Okay. Last minute change.
I'm a gambling man. I'm a degenerate gambler.
All right, Bianca. Last up, it is for the Universal Championship. The Tribal Chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns, goes up against the franchise. Big match, John Cena. We all know Roman's walking out. So there we go.
I am going to, let me tell y'all something.
Okay.
I am going to soak it in when he walked that aisle and he hoists up that Universal Championship. I am going to cry. I'm a feel it's going to be in my veins, my body.
God, you get to see Tribal Chief Roman. Oh, my God. I love it.
Let's go.
Let's go with Roman, bro. Brandon, you picking John. We know you.
You say Joe?
I said
Joe?
John. I said John. What do you mean?
Nah, I'm gonna go with the big dog, Roman.
Okay. All right, you picked Roman. All right, for sure. We got our picks. I love it. So I guess the official crowning won't happen until after I've seen SummerSlam, so I can watch and possibly celebrate by myself or cry by myself if I lose. Superstar Spotlight will take care of that once we do our SummerSlam recap, guys. SummerSlam recap will be coming on Monday. Takeovers this weekend as well. I'm
maybe Under the Radar comes back for Sunday. We don't know.
Maybe Under the Radar comes back and he does a takeover recap. Perfect. Let's do that. Promo pick of the week, Brandon. Real quick, let us know.
Well, it's apropos. We got a John Cena and CM Punk big time in the news and SummerSlam. So we're going to go all the way back to August 8th, 2021, the undisputed WWE Championship contract signing, because what is SummerSlam without a contract signing? Cena, Punk going back and forth. What more can you ask for? It's obviously good stuff here.
It is 100%. And our closed match pick of the week, Tronic.
That's right. SummerSlam on a roll. Triple H versus The Rock in a ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship in Madison Square Garden. This one was a banger.
It was. Surprised I did research. We never picked either of these. I was actually shocked.
I love the purple pants. The purple the purple Triple H pants.
The purple tights were nice, you know. Like these wrestlers nowadays, man, I'd go back and I'd watch some stuff like that, be like, yo, all right, I might have to steal that with your own little logo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know how people, real quick, you know how people talk about, oh, this person's buried, or this person can't lose, or this person can't win. Just go back and watch a lot of Rock and Triple H and Austin and Rock, and just go back and watch them, man. Before they were big time, they had to, you know, everybody wants everybody to be pushed to the top so fast, you know, and they can't take a loss. They can't take their favorite superstar losing. Hey, it happens to the best of them. It is what it is.
You know, I mean, look at the ringmaster wrestling Savio Vega, the biggest star of the business. Come on, man.
Come on.
Yes, Savio Vega did become the biggest star in the business, kids. All right, guys. This weekend, that's why I'm in New Jersey. I'm on the East Coast Global Festival. 4 shows. We have high voltage tapings. I'll be on the call for both nights. We have Global Festival Night 1, Global Festival Night 2. We got some stars here, man. We got Will All Day just became the reality of, oh my God, Jesus Christ. Will All Day just became the reality of wrestling world heavyweight champion. We got Alexander Hammerstone, Jacob Fatu. We got Tyson Maddox. We got Allison Kay, Trisha Dora, Deonna Purrazzo, Austin Aries. We got so many big stars out here, man. If you're in the New Jersey or New York area, come out to Global Festival, Asbury Park, 2 nights. It's going to be great. And then we got some great up-and-coming stars as well, like Ashley Vox, Jordan Blade, Super Nitro. It's gonna be a lot of good stuff that's gonna be happening. If you see me, come up, say hi. I don't bite that normally bites, does. And yeah, it's gonna be happening. Go check out the
putting in the work, man. I'm proud of you, man.
Bro, you know, like I had to record with the Dirty Heels podcast, Bullet Heels. You know, the official pictures coming soon. You know, I that might be the new trio. I don't know. Might have to move out here. We don't know. Nah, I can't leave the West Coast. West Side all day. You feel me? You know, West Side is the best side, like my homie.
Hey!
All right. Hey, you feel me? All right, guys. Follow on Twitter at Bulletcast, Instagram, The Bulletcast, YouTube channel, The Bulletcast, emails, Bulletcast2 is the number 2, sweet.wet@gmail.com, 104.7 FMKP, when want to deliver Friday night from 11 p.m. to midnight. Guys, enjoy SummerSlam. Brian, have a great time. Brandon, have a great time watching it. Have a great time at your A's game on Sunday. And I know you're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to get wasted and yell obscenities at people. I know you.
Get all the Giants fans.
There you go. Yeah, man. Global Festival is going to be great. Take phenomenal. Stay clean, stay strong, get vaxxed and waxed. Diamonds are forever. So is the microphone Messiah.
Listen to the Curveballs and Chair Shots 200th episode this week.
Listen to Within the Ropes.
Everything we did in the time now with the testament. Here is the feeling when we live on the stage. And everything we do, turning the page. Nobody doesn't like us. The feeling when we move, we are excited. Elite podcasting. I know you like it. Yeah, the Bulletcast.
This has been the Bulletcast. Thank you for listening.